Mike, 58, right there. Got one, I got one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready. 70 in there. That's it. 58, boy, 58. 58 is Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. 58 to Mike, 58.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Williams, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Come on.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson is going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This quarterback now already over 100 yards yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting.
It got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now it's Gore. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 9, check 9.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now, Bridgewater. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the Be Aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And Lutz puts this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Bridgewater. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Jackson uncorks one for Davis. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Bridgewater now. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now it's Jackson. Oh, a little 360. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That is caught by Williams for a Miami touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He's got it to Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, it's Carson, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Bridgewater completes it to Lee. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On the double. He's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. They go with the screen to Gore. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man is Anderson. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Bridgewater on 1st down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Bridgewater. Jukes by at the 20, and he finds Montgomery complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And again, it's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they try the right side here. Space to maneuver at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes again. There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
4 yards on the pickup.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got you. I got you. Check 24. Watch 24. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check 25. Check 25.
Play action. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
54, right there, 54.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score, Colts 51, Dolphins 24. Will Lutz sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They run again with Carson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Carson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
You know, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.